2-0,
Wow.
Johann Sebastian, very confident start for him.
That is a bad blow for Arian.
It is, and Johann Sebastian has started playing the 4 Knights open game, and this is super solid stuff, indicating that he wants a quiet game, and this third game of the match.
Yep.
2-0 is a very nice start, and just the start Arian couldn't afford to have, according to at least me.
Yeah. And we had a raid from El Nilsson, who due to bad internet had to bring her 18 viewers over here. Nice to have you here, of course.
Welcome, guys.
All right, so I have played this opening with white, and well, I didn't get anything out of it.
No, white rarely does though. I played it a couple of times with black. Usually quite solid stuff. This is a sort of opening you can play if you want to, well, minimize the risk, basically.
Okay, so how would you evaluate this position? Black has the worst pawn structure, for sure, with 4 islands and a double pawn, but he has the bishop pair. How important is the bishop pair here compared to...
Super important. If white could manage to do this and trade these 2 light square bishops, this would be a major achievement. But this bishop is very good in this open position, and this rook b8 move is no coincidence that Arian plays this, because b3 is very beneficial for this bishop. Can go to c3 after.
Okay, so now bishop f5 is possible, but if you trade,
leave it there, right?
then suddenly the pawn structure is fixed again.
Yeah,
and
putting the bishop on e5 is also possible. I guess rook e8 will be played.
We also have to... Is there any tricks with bishop takes g3? No, because you can take back.
Yeah, that's why rook a1. Yeah.
By the way, should we change our perspective?
We can see if it helps. Yes.
Yeah, because when we did that yesterday in the bronze finals,
Linus started to pick points. Yes.
Suddenly it turned around. So
suddenly this looks much better for black than it did a couple of seconds ago. So.
Yeah. Do you think so?
Oh, no, I don't really think so. d4 is a very committal move, though. If rook e4, what's the point? Maybe that white has to take on e8. I'm not sure, because after this you have to take on e8. But still, this would be promising for white, I think.
So you are calculating bishop takes f5.
Bishop takes f5 now is my... Well... It doesn't look very good, though, I have to say, because this is a move you never want to make, right?
What about just bishop e5? Then f4?
Then I was thinking f4.
Problem. So what do we do?
What do we do with this one?
Bishop
d3?
c5?
I mean, is d3 possible? No, because you can take and play rook d4.
I mean, if you play something like bishop c5 or something, then just rook f e1. And there
looks a bit artificial.
Yeah,
right?
It does.
I didn't really understand this d4 move from Arian, and okay, he takes an f5, that's super committal, he needs to be sure of this.
And now bishop e4, c5?
Sacrificing this, but rook e2 will be super active.
True.
There is a way to, I guess, almost immediate equality, I think, here, just rook d1, or maybe even better for white, but let's just say rook d1.
Yeah.
Just to...
Yeah, then
to pressure this one.
I guess black plays rook e2 pretty much whatever you do.
Yes, and then I'll probably take this one.
Unless you take on h6, that is.
Yes. Thing is, I don't think white can afford to take this one, because you need a knight in defense.
What? Yeah, but I mean, you need
king
to play
f8.
king f8.
I would probably
That's
prefer.
Right. Okay.
I'm not sure though. Okay, takes on c4 should be about the same as rook d1, but rook e5 is a smart move. He really wants him to take this one.
Yeah, g4. I was about to say.
Why not? Rook e2. I'm not sure what Arian's intention was here. Provoking g4. This is very beneficial for white. Can activate his king and everything.
Yeah, now suddenly it's also threatening to take on h6, I think.
Knight g3, knight e4 coming, rook needs to retreat. Okay, still, the bishop has potential, and these two pawns are not super good, but the knight is not bad here.
No, for sure. And always has the square on f5
Yeah.
to jump into if needed.
Yeah, so that's why black needs to
Ooh, this is bad for Arian.
focus play on the queen side, because he can't afford to be dominated by this knight. Rook b5 coming now to push this one up the board. The rook a6, rook b5 will be bad news for black, at least I think so. This king also struggles to get active now because the knight is super bothersome. Can check him on c4, e4 I mean, and everything.
What if
rook
you
a6, rook b5?
try to run up with the king to g5 h4? There's no time for it, right?
Yeah, and you don't win much either.
No, unfortunately.
It will take forever, this. Rook b5, very strong move, and Arian down to 45 seconds. This is looking like 3-0 to me. I mean,
it is.
Arian is not in his best form today. Bishop e5, the bishop is very good here, but maybe f4 is possible. Just sacrificing to get hold of this, but maybe even just putting your king on d3 is also...
a2 is hanging though. Is
a2
that
is hanging, yeah, but there's no way to save it, right?
Probably not.
So maybe you can play c5. But then rook
still
a2 and you get in from behind, right? So
okay, I'm not so sure about this position
this
anymore.
Bishop
after
e5 move was very good. This maneuver, very good.
I was about to say rook b8 and try to find some mating net, but I realized that it's covered by the bishop.
Chat wanted to play bishop b6, but then c5 with the tempo would be very strong.
Yeah, that would be really strong. King e4, f5 maybe. F4 maybe.
King e4, f4.
Okay,
So this is the plan from GM for Urkedal, yes, and he finds it, Jan Sebastian. He needs to eliminate this one. This bishop from the powerful e5 square. So if he manages to do that, then this knight will dominate yet again.
Okay, now this is troublesome again. So because, I mean, you could take the pawn on h3, but the pawn is not so important here.
No, because you'll struggle to get to this one, and then the h-pawn will not be of significance. c5 from Jan Sebastian, king d5. No, king d3 actually.
Just chess.
Yes, chessing back and forth.
Yes.
King e2,
Worth
rook
noting,
c1,
yeah.
king d2, rook
No,
f1.
then there's bishop f4.
The bishop f4. Okay,
Yeah.
even better, but I would go up though.
To c4?
This would be hanging though, right?
In that, I mean,
What's the
rook
point of
d1.
yeah,
Yeah.
or even this with a tempo. I'm not sure you do much with bishop f4, but okay, this one super dangerous, but this rook has a square on c3, which is
But rook c5 now.
rook c5 is a move, definitely. Oh, check first. 19 seconds for Arian. Jan Sebastian down to 25 seconds. This will be another time scramble, I think. Arian needs to make big decisions with very little time. King g5 not possible because of c7. And he takes.
Oh, wow.
And now c7,
Brilliant.
rook c3, c8. But is it winning for white? I'm not completely sold.
Maybe not. Yeah, the problem is that
Because,
you have both
Yes.
both of the pawns on
Okay,
the edge.
so he needs to improve. He plays knight d5
Ooh,
instead, and
that's-
this looks very nice.
That's a good move.
How to win this now, or how to save it, I mean, for black. He doesn't find anything, Arian. He plays the rook to f2, but this should be winning for white, right?
Yeah, king c1 or whatever.
d3, okay. Not much point though, he can just take it.
Yeah.
And king
King's-
b3, and it's over.
It's over. Yeah.
It's over. 3-0 for Jan Sebastian. Very confident start for him, and the match is almost over.
Really a convincing start. So this is a best of 10, so it's the first player to reach 5.5.
Yes.
If we reach a match score of 5-5, they will play two games.
2 games, one with each color, of course,
Yeah.
to even out the odds, and we'll do that until we have a winner. But it looks like this is going to be a short one, guys, because after 3 games, it's 3-0 to Jan Sebastian.
It is, and I gotta say this is
Started.
this.